more lesbians nowadays?
Well, you men are penises with arms and legs.
Yes.
So the females are over it, and you're driving them to lesbianism.
Yes, no, it's true. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Here especially.
I love how she says it too.
Yeah.
Well, you man.
Yeah. You man.
So, I mean, that's a good point. So, what is it about American men that is cringe and or coming from Europe or just not America? What's the breakdown on the American man?
They first of all, they don't listen. And like, I feel like when you're on a date with an American guy, he's just like trying to put you in a box that he already preconceived. It's just like they have this idea of how to treat women and what to do, and it's just like something they use for everyone.
Yeah.
And they just don't try to figure out who you actually are.
The nuance of someone.
Yeah, it's just like I feel like I'm I don't know, specific kind of person.
Sure.
And they just treat me as I'm not. And I'm like, I told you I don't know, I don't care if you open my door.
Okay.
Or stuff like that.
Sure.
But then if you tell them that, they're just like, I don't know, I had this horrible date.
Meaning, wait, if someone opened the door and you said, you don't have to do that for me, they would be like, what the fuck?
They're like, oh, that's how you treat a woman. And
like it's
and
robotic.
I'm like, yeah. And I'm
So,
like,
okay.
you do it if you want to do it, and I will appreciate it. But if you're doing it because that's how you have to act, then it just turns me off.
But what if you don't know, right? If I open the door for you, you might not know whether I'm going in my head, okay, I'll open the door, and then I'll buy her dinner, and then she's gonna fuck me later.
Yeah, it's just like...
I guess you can tell throughout the night.
Yeah.
What there is I do see a lot of dudes wearing this, it's like sheep all doing the same thing, and I'm sure
Yes.
they share that with each other. Yeah, it is an interesting sect of people, American men.
Yeah, I had this date, it was, I guess, the worst date I ever have.
Okay.
And first of all, the guy like voted for Trump and stuff like that. I was like, okay, we're not talking. I don't even remember.
Did you meet on a dating app?
No, we met in person. I was working on a project in Rockaway, and I don't know, we just met at the deli. And then I was like, okay, cool, let's hang out.
Sure.
And I don't know, at one point I was like, oh, you want to split the bill? Because I always ask. I mean, it's nice if you want to buy me dinner, but I always ask, you never know.
Sure.
And his answer was, if I say yes, I'll never see you again. And I was like, well, thank you, but that's not how it works.
Wow.
Like, it's not because of that I will see you or not see you.
Right.
So then we went to get drinks. I don't even know why I agreed on that. And he said, oh, so then that's going to be on you. I was like, sure, okay.
Oh, because did he end up paying for the dinner?
Yeah.
Okay.
And...
but he said it in a way, the way you said it was, there's some sort of attitude behind it? Like, that's...
No, it was just like, it's so natural that's how do you think hitting on a girl works?
Right, well, I think you think I buy her things.
Yeah.
And she thinks I'm like a provider.
Yeah. And if I'm not that, it's bad. And
Yeah.
I was like, I don't judge you based on that. Of course, it's nice if you do it.
Right.
But if someone is going to be like, oh, let's split the bill, I will not judge that person based on that.
Okay. Do you think you're a minority in that, though? Like, compared to American girls?
Yes.
Do I feel like the idea is that you don't pay, at least on a first date, it's kind of, the vibe that I've gotten is like, I'm not gonna pay. Like, this is my time. Not that I'm a prostitute, but it's like, this is my time. Now, if a guy pays for dinner and thinks, well, at least now I should be getting some head, that's his issue that he has to
I agree on
seriously deal with.
I mean, in Italy it's the same. Don't get me wrong.
Okay,
like,
yeah. But you, as a personally, are
Yeah.
fine with or offering to split.
yeah. Then I don't actually think it ever happened on a first date
Sure.
because they're like, no, I'm paying for
Right,
that, and I
right.
really
It's-
appreciate it. Like, I think it's a gentleman
it's
gesture.
nice that you. The gesture is nice.
It's nice,
especially
but
in today's world.
exactly. But if the reason why you're doing that, it's then if I don't do that,
I'm
I'll
not
never
gonna
see
get
you
pussy.
again.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, that's not it.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think what we've discovered is a lot of times, especially recently, intentions versus what you're doing in public.
Yeah,
Like, you could be, I'm doing all the stuff that I think a man needs to be doing,
yeah,
but my intention is I want to just like fuck this girl against the wall.
Yeah.
And this is the checkpoints that I have to get to do that as like an alpha man.
yeah.
It is fucked.
Yes.
I mean, we're fucked.
And then we went to this drinking place, and I got a Negroni, and I was like, I'm not sure if you like that. He was like, okay, I'm gonna do it too. I was like, are you sure?
Did he not know what a Negroni was?
Apparently.
Okay, so this guy was what, just like a hot Rockaway Beach like moron, like a
I don't know.
like a
I
New
don't know.
York
He was
motherfucker?
He was not from there.
Oh, okay, okay.
He was not from there either. He was from like
I
the
just
south
imagine this guy
somewhere.
going, what the fuck is a Negroni?
No, he was super sweet on the other hand. So that's why I kept on.
okay.
I kept on
Yeah.
it, and then he didn't like the Negroni, of course.
Yeah. I don't-
So the
I'm
bartender.
on his team. Fuck Negronis.
I love them. So the bartender was like, okay, we can get you something else.
Sure.
Then, okay, we have our talk and we finish our drinks. And I go to the bathroom and I'm like, okay, then we're heading out. And basically, the bartender brings the check and he waited for me to come back, looking at me. It was like, oh, you got this, right? I was like, you waited until I get out of the bathroom to ask me if I, like,
Yeah, it's bad tact.
I'm like, it has to be natural. If it's not natural, just like,
Yeah, that's crazy.
No.
That was giving like sibling vibes.
yes,
Your turn.
yes,
Your turn.
exactly. And I'm
Yeah.
like, no. And then you're the provider and you're acting like you're that kind of man. No, you're not.
Interesting.
No, you're not.
Well, the male ego is incredibly fragile.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean, yeah, and women obviously know this, but as a man, I can say it is very clearly a fragile thing.
Yes.
So I think, and for any guy, depending on what it is, there certain things can like really send you off. I feel like.
Yeah. A lot of them.
Okay, so the experience with American men has been bad, but we see the direction that America is headed, and that actually I like that correlation.
What do you mean?
Like America is definitely like heading down this like steep roller coaster
Okay, yeah.
of collapse.
We agree on that.
And it's kind of, it would be sadder if all of a sudden the men, every woman was like, he was so nice to me, and he got me a hot towel, and he da 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 da, and da 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 da, like, I would be like, oh, that's so weird, like, men. But it's nice to know that men are also just on a free fall down in terms of, you know, what they think needs to be done in order to,
Yeah.
or what they're like. I think like what you said is the diluted idea of, one of my homegirls said, I have to anticipate what is expected.
Yeah.
Bar. Anticipate what is expected. And I think guys look in the mirror and go, my dick is gonna get sucked today.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta get the feeling of the vibe of
Yeah.
where's that pointing at.
Yeah,
It's just not, dating here is just not like, natural in any way.
that's fair.
Not even.
Also, you're in, I mean, I guess you're in it's a similar age group, but also totally different in the sense that, I don't know what, like, you know, your range, what is the oldest you'd be willing to date?
I don't actually know. Like, it really depends on
On
the
the
person.
person.
This guy was 33 or something, maybe even more. I
Okay.
don't remember.
Okay.
But
Yeah, because I think that's a huge thing too. This comedian that I listened to, he has this. It was like became a meme because he was like, you know, now it's crazy. Like, people who were born in 2000 and you were born in 2003.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That's crazy. I mean, this is insert the Tim Dillon quote where he basically goes, "If you were born after 9/11, he's like, what the fuck are we gonna even talk about?" He's like, what, I gotta tell you about how 9/11 happened and how George Bush planned it and how then I found out that the towers were holograms. And it's just this like, it is a crazy shift in like, especially America. I'm curious, I don't know what about like in the world. Well, you wouldn't know, I guess, because you were born after 9/11.
Yeah.
But I wonder like, would Italy or, where's your crazy lady roommate from?
Bulgaria.
Bulgaria.
My mom is Bulgarian.
Did
yeah.
Bulgaria really get affected by 9/11?
No.
I doubt it.
No,
right?
no. It's just such a big
America.
thing here.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, yeah, it's fascinating. Yeah, born after 9/11.
No, I mean,
wow,
it's-
that's a savage
It is a date. We all know about it, and we know it's a symbol of a lot of stuff and blah blah blah. But
Right.
it's just like not as a turning point as it is here, of course.
Wow. Yeah.
But I do feel like there's a very like knowing people. I feel like from until 2000 people that are born in 2005 or 6, we kind of have a something like matching, and
Okay.
I
so,
can-
so you're saying you resonate or you get along with people within like a 2 to 3 year younger age?
younger and then older. There's not actually a big issue. Like I do have friends that are 30
Oh wait,
plus
are you
and-
saying 2 to 3 years younger? It is harder to be friends with that, or it isn't?
like a couple of years younger, it's okay. More than that,
Right.
it's actually very different.
You're talking about a teenager then, 19, right?
No, they're not teenagers anymore.
Well, you're saying
they're
you're 3 years
20s.
younger than you. Okay, so you mean minimum 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's not about the age. It's more about, like, actually, I was not born when internet was such a big thing. Like, I still remember my
Right.
father getting the first iPhone.
Right.
And
Yeah,
people
you were
that
still
are-
right before that.
Yeah, and people that are like more than 2 years younger than me, they were just like born with all of that.
Right.
So
okay.
I think that
You're on the fringes there with that, though. I feel like
the what?
the fringes in terms of, I would think most people born in from 2000 to 2003, like I had a MySpace.
Yeah, I never had that.
You never had that, right? Like, and then I did the Facebook, and then I finally did the Instagram. Whereas I feel like your generation, I guess you're considered Gen Z, or
Yes,
that has to be, you have
Instagram.
Instagram. Yeah, there's like 12-year-old Gen Z girls that make like $10 trillion on OnlyFans.
That's insane. Yeah,
They're
absolutely
they're
crazy.
like 12 years old and they say they're 18, and pedophiles are just like, works for me.
yeah. Of course. No, but yeah.
So I guess that's interesting. I mean, I feel like the internet was big when you. So were your parents specific about not like exposing you? Was it just like a European?
I think it's
brought up in Europe, or were you brought up in
in Italy.
In Italy, okay.
Yeah, I feel like it was.
Probably a way of life there.
Yeah, it was just like I don't know. I think also other people all over Europe had the same. Like
Fair.
internet, it's not like, of course now it is.
Now it's huge, but even
But like
then it wasn't.
our people that were born in 2003 or 2002 still has like a more, if you want to say like that, like a more millennial vibe than people that are like born in 2006 or something like that.
There is
we were
every year makes a huge difference.
yeah.
I think you're
and-
the cutoff. I would say
yeah.
2004. I don't know. I don't really know. I think I know many people born in 2004. 2005. Yeah. Now we're getting into 2005. Where was I? I was in like. I was like a few years away from high school. So I'm thinking.
No way. You were 10. No? No, you were less than.
In 2005, I'm like 11, 12.
Okay.
13 going, it's what is that, 11, 12, is that 5th grade, 6th grade?
I don't know. In Italy, no.
I don't know, yeah, it might be different. But anyway, 2005, I could not, like, if someone that said born in 2005 was like, I feel like a millennial, I would be like, bitch.
No,
get the
no,
fuck
no,
out
no.
of here.
Yeah, no. I agree on that. But yeah, I feel like technology, internet was not such a big thing
It was
in
not.
Europe when I grew up compared to maybe here. Like
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
people,
for sure.
actually people my age here are way more attached to like phones and stuff.
Well, that's a move by, the social media companies, like the proliferation of pornography. I mean, I think all of that plays
Yeah.
into, I mean, yeah, Instagram Reels, TikTok, fuck TikTok. That is the most like toxic.
I don't even have it.
Fucked algorithm. Like it shows stuff out of date, and it's just like the AI shit on there is crazy. I can't even imagine being like a teenager and having to scroll on TikTok.
Yeah.
That's really scary.
I had TikTok only like for a couple of months during the pandemic, and after that I was like, nah.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. I'm not having it.
I mean, this girl that I know said that because the joke is like, sometimes I think that there's this pop culture push to be like, obviously your body, your choice, like make an OF, like be rich as fuck, come like be a boss ass bitch. And the joke is, I think a lot of girls might try it, and he goes, the only people subscribing are your uncle and your dad.
Yeah, that.
And then
yeah.
this girl was like, she had TikTok, and she had like posted a bunch of videos, and then she posted a video of her in a bikini. Mm-hmm. And there was one saved, and it was saved by her uncle.
Ew.
She was like, it was the only like me being like a baddie, and that was the one he saved. Like,
That's horrible. Ew. I'm just like.
can you imagine like Thanksgiving? He's sitting there, he goes, pass the stuffing, please. Oh, fuck, like your uncle would fuck you, basically.
That's. Having goosebumps. Horrible. No.
Oh, man.
No. No, that's the issue, yeah.
Have you seen, I don't know if it's, let me see if it's in, there's a hilarious, I think it's Wolf of Wall Street. You know that movie?
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio?
Seen it a bunch of times.
Yeah, let's see. Where is this? Maybe it's War Dogs. Let's see. Anyway, I think Jonah Hill says it, and oh yeah. He's talking about one of the guys goes, Dave, what's that? How old's that hot cousin of yours? Didn't she graduate college or whatever? And he goes, yeah. Why the fuck are you asking me that? And he goes, yeah, she's legal now, kind of thing. And he goes, you better shut the fuck up. He goes, if anyone's gonna fuck my cousin, it's gonna be me.
Ew.
Out of respect. Damn, that's fucked.
Fuck.
But
and that's in Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, the Jonah Hill's character. He's like a scumbag. With
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the
I
fake teeth.
remember.
If
Wow.
anyone's gonna fuck my cousin, it's gonna be me. That's
Wow.
so funny.
I really don't remember.
That's
that.
like I love that line because it encompasses like the possessiveness that I think a lot of men have with stuff like that.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, oh my god, well, this is where it gets dark. I guess that's why
Yeah, it's also
so many girls are trafficked, because
that-
it's very easy for people to look at it as just, this is a commodity. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm just gonna send you like a fleshlight to that guy who just bought you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean that's really kind of related to something that I will never understand. That it's like the fact that men are just like, if I have a daughter, I'm going nuts, and I'm like,
Oh, like they don't want to have a daughter.
yeah, or they're like, she's gonna be locked in and stuff like that, and I'm like,
Right. Well, you know what? Because they come face to face with think about how I used to talk about women and
Exactly.
girls, and now I have a woman or a girl that hopefully I don't want to fuck. It's my daughter.
Hopefully.
You know, has these guys. And if I don't, now I have to protect her from these guys that do want to do all the things that I wanted to do.
Yes.
You know, which
that's
is-
so fucked up.
Yeah, I think it's a humbling experience. I think it's very interesting when I see, sometimes when I see like top athletes, they'll have like 3 daughters. And I'm like, interesting, like these are like the alphas of the alphas.
Yeah.
And then sometimes, you know, just fate has it where they have 3 girls. And I'm assuming if they are in the NBA, like they was out there banging girls, you know?
Oh yeah.
You know, and so
Oh yeah.
what a thing to come up against of like, think about how you and your homies are like on Instagram. Like,
Exactly.
"Yeah,
Yeah.
oh, what's up, ma? Like, come through."
Yeah.
Like, you know? And then now your daughter, because, I mean, even though, you know, Pinto, like, I view her as my princess.
No, I
Like,
don't.
there isn't a man for her. Like, that's how crazy, like, Psycha is like,
She's
I'm her
mine.
father, I'm the only man she needs. And I'm thinking, oh my God, if this was a human baby, this is like a major issue.
Yeah. Definitely.
And you know what? On the flight here, this is crazy. This actually is so interesting. I saw, when I was like walking to the gate, I saw, you know, there was a girl. It's really honestly difficult to gauge the age on this. But she was wearing like a kind of a Ed Hardy, like sweatpants, but like the tighter like sweatpants.
Okay, yeah.
With like, I mean, hard crop top.
Okay.
Of this Ed Hardy, with like, you know, a belly button ring exposed. She was pretty. Like, again, I say pretty, I'm not saying like I'm attracted to her, because I would assume that she has to be a teenager that looks older. And this is the only reason I say this, because I flagged it when I was like waiting, and I was like, you know, sometimes I'm like, okay, she's wearing that outfit, and the older dude that she's with, it has to be her dad.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And then I go, oh, I wonder what his opinion, you know, maybe he just, you know, it's his daughter, she's allowed to wear whatever. Now, I don't know if she's a teenager and we're at the airport, and that's an interesting thing to deal with as a parent, is like, you don't want to police your kid, but knowing what you know about the world, and it's like, I don't know, you know.
Yeah, but you cannot like.
It doesn't, whatever she's wearing, if someone's psychotic enough to like want to go up and like actually touch someone, it's going to happen no matter what you're wearing.
Exactly.
Right? So that's what's like, right. Anyway, she's wearing this, you know, and I get on the plane, and I'm on this side, and lo and behold, they're seated right across, you know. And she's like holding her phone and then like, you know, watching stuff, and he will like, she'll like reach to grab something, and he'll like hold the phone, and then her hand will kind of go on top of his hand
Okay.
and like hold the phone, and then his hand will kind of like slide out. Meanwhile, I mean, this is insane that I'm doing this basically. I look like a pedophile, but I'm really doing like intel. So, and the guy that's sitting next to them is this like biker looking guy, like, you know, like biker tattoos with a beard.
Okay.
I noticed that he kept looking over and I was like, he didn't look at me, but I'm like, he's gotta be thinking the same thing
Of
that
course.
I'm thinking.
Of course.
You know, one, I'm like, I know that in Hartsfield Jackson, like there's a lot of trafficking that goes on. Now she has a phone. It didn't seem like there was any, like he was refraining her from speaking in any way. But anyway, I don't have enough intel yet. Then they move the armrest up, and she like puts her legs over his legs. He doesn't put his hand like on her leg or anything like that, and she's wearing the sweatpants. But again, I don't know how old you have to be to get the belly button, so at least 16 years old, right?
Maybe, yeah.
I think it's probably 18 unless you're with a parent. Honestly,
That's the
piercings.
thing, yeah.
I think it might be, but who knows? It was like this kind of infantilization almost vibe. Like
Ew.
he was like trying to help her with everything, and there would be like it could be fatherly contact, like maybe the mom died tragically and they're like really close. But I was like, optically I was
As a teenager, you would never do that.
yeah, it was weird that she was doing that. Like, seemed like she was willingly doing that, and like would then like sit like crisscross applesauce in the seat, but then like be like leaned on him, and he was just on his phone. She was on her phone watching. There was never any overt, but it was just. I was trying to think like, from his perspective, assuming that he is her dad, and if he was trafficking her, and I didn't report it, and I know the biker guy next to me was probably like, I think we both were like, it's too hard to tell.
Yeah.
You know, like, what the deal is here. And I think there were some similarities, like facial, like in the face.
Okay, that's a good sign.
Yeah. Granted, let's say she was 17. Let's just say that. He was probably 57. He was probably 40 years older than her. You know, like fully gray hair. But he was a tall dude. I guess anyone can look like anything. Like,
was he like dressed nice or stuff like that?
I mean, he was dressed like a dad. It was just,
No,
it
maybe
was
just like...
giving, yeah. That's where I think there was no way that I could, to report that would be just like, I'm just being a snitch. Like, they could very well be like,
Yeah.
if they take their IDs out and it's the same last name, I do look like an idiot.
Yeah.
But, that being said, and I don't know if this guy was American, I think they didn't have accents, but just thinking optically, if I'm the dad of a daughter that, again, she's a pretty girl, right? Not a woman, she's a pretty girl. Don't you think that in the airport I would be not trying to get confused for a human trafficker?
You're like, saying, I'll make the effort.
Yeah, maybe I'm like, I don't know maybe it's like arm over the, no, not even that. I don't know. I'm probably holding my suitcase.
But I mean, I don't know, maybe they're just like,
they're
so close that they don't even see that from the outside.
I would want that with my daughter too.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, fuck, if I had a daughter, and obviously she'd be a beautiful and smart girl, and if we're going on vacations and trips, which I'm definitely with my daughter, we're gonna be on the plane together. Are people gonna be like, people are gonna have their phone and they're just like, how to report human trafficking, and I'm just like, no, I'm her father.
I mean,
hopefully
now that like I don't go out like that with my father, but like a couple of times it happened, we were together like that. And I actually had like, in my mind, I was like, oh, well dressed, and I don't even know what the occasion was, but like dressed up. Oh, sorry. Wait,
Okay, going out with your father. How much is your dad? Is he old, or does he pass as a still younger dude?
No, he looks like a father. Like he's 55, 56, something like that.
Because some motherfuckers be having parents like still in their 40s, like or not even like if mom's had you at 23 and you're 20, she's only 43.
Yeah, exactly. And I did have the thought like, oh, maybe people are thinking that we're dating.
Yeah.
And it sucks because how are you gonna like?
Yeah, I mean, if you had, it doesn't seem like you're this, but like, if you were like a designer purse girl, I think if I saw, I don't know what your dad looks like, but I think the switch for me would be if you had a nice Goyard bag. I'd be like, oh, she giving him neck for Goyard, baby. That's an old motherfucker right there.
But you see, it's
I know.
it's wrong either way.
It's wrong either way.
It's just like assuming it,
I
it's
do
wrong, but
assume
not
the worst
assuming it
sometimes.
also it's wrong, because
Yeah.
it might be.
It might be. I mean, I have to just go with thinking now that I've retold this story. I'm glad I remembered this. Because I was like, man, if I'm wrong on this, that would be crazy.
You don't get the smoking shit.
There's this iconic. Let me play it. It's a OG like YouTube video. You definitely don't know it because this is some America shit. where
Okay.
This guy's getting interviewed, and there was this famous thing. I can't remember the guy's name, but basically this girl comes out of the house and runs up to this dude, and she's like, he's been keeping me in there for like 10 years, like chained up in a closet.
Oh shit.
She's like, there's other girls in there.
Oh no, maybe I know it.
Yeah, this is a famous thing. I mean, the guy, I think he had 4 girls, and he would just have sex with them until they got
Oh,
pregnant. And, like, rape them
ew,
and
ew,
keep
ew,
them.
ew.
But Charles Ramsey.
Charles, you know what I mean? And she got on the phone and she said, yes, this is me. And the detective, Cook, right here, Detective Gregory Cook says, Charles, do you know who you rescued? I said,
Now, and when did you see Gina?
about 5.
Good.
Chaos. This was a huge news story.
About 5 minutes after the police got here. See, the girl Amanda told the police, I ain't just the only ones. It's some more girls up in that house. So they went up there, 30, 40 deep, and when they came out was just astonishing, because I thought they were gonna come up with nothing. I figured, whoever she was, and like I say, my neighbor, you got some big testicles to pull this off, bro, because we see this dude every day. Every day.
How long have you lived here?
I've been here a year.
Okay.
You should come around.
Right.
I barbecue with this dude. We eat ribs and whatnot and listen to salsa music. You should come around.
And you had no indication that there was anything.
Hey, bro,
How insane.
that
Yes.
girl was in that house, or anybody else was in there against their will, because how he is he just comes out to his backyard, plays with the dogs, tinker with his cars and motorcycles, goes back in the house. So he's somebody that you look away because he's not doing nothing but the average stuff. You see what I'm saying? There's nothing exciting about him. Well, until the day.
What was your reaction on the girls' faces?
So, this is about to say his iconic line, because he goes, I knew something was wrong when a pretty little white girl ran into a black man's arms. This is what he watched.
To see the sunlight, to be
Bro,
around people.
I knew something was wrong when a little pretty white girl ran into a black man's arms. Something is wrong here. Dead giveaway.
Dead giveaway.
Thank you very much.
Dead giveaway.
Thank you very much for your time. And
Either she homeless or she got problems. That's the only reason why she run into a black man.
Either she homeless or she got problems. But they did like songs that after this, like, dead giveaway. Dead giveaway.
I mean, fair. That's iconic.
Iconic. Yeah, how crazy is that? If I found out my neighbor was doing something like that,
No, that's insane. That's insane. I feel like in
you
America,
immediately
they're
have to move out of that. Like the
Yeah.
bad energy there is
Yeah.
so crazy.
yeah, you're gonna be traumatized from the place. Like I don't know. It's
There was, when I was, I think my freshman year in college, there was, at the high school that I went to, this kid's family, one day on the news, there was this big fire at this house. And it was in this like really nice neighborhood in Tampa, and it came out that the whole family died in the fire.
oh shit.
mom, dad, and then the 2 kids. It then comes out that the dad actually killed everyone in the house, set the house on fire with fireworks, and then killed himself, trying to make it look like the fire killed them all. They found like footage of him buying the fireworks a week prior. Like he's
So he planned it.
planned it.
That's sick as fuck.
Think about, and the son had just graduated high school. He was going to play baseball in college. So, I mean, I think what the issue was, I think the dad ultimately had financial issues going on.
Okay.
And he was, in his mind, he was like, I would rather my family die than them discover that I'm like a fraud. Like his ego was such that he literally.
And we're back to Ben's ego.
Yeah, and you know what? After the fact, this other family that the kid went to my school, they were like neighbors, like close to neighbors with this. And I said, did you guys hear anything? Like da-da-da. And they were like, their dad was awake at the time. It was like in the middle of the night. And he said he did hear like 2-3 popping sounds. Shortly before he the fire kind of started to erupt. So yeah, I mean, I'm just imagining though, as a dad, to have that be planned for over a week. What?
It's giving me goosebumps.
Oh my God, it's so crazy. The daughter was.
How did he kill them?
He shot them all in the head. Like he went room by room and just shot his daughter, who was 16. The son was 18, about to go to high school or college.
That's sick.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, what a crazy ending to a family, and I don't know,
And you
shit like
plan
that. That's when I think about, do you think that is destined to happen to that family? How does that, it's so crazy that I don't know, I guess it's so atypical for something like that to happen, that for it to happen to you, if you were that, I guess they're dead now, so it doesn't necessarily, I don't know, it's profound.
I don't know. I don't know. It's such a complicated situation. Most likely they already had some kind of issues in the family, but who is gonna think something like that?
Right. The level of intensity.
It's just another.
And it wasn't even my wife was like, "You're fucking poor and your dick is small," and I go, "Yeah, you fucking."
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
You freak out and you kill but the planning.
That's the thing.
I'm gonna do it tonight. How are you not shaking and crying like you're
for how long?
I know, you have to be just so detached. You've already snapped, I think.
But it's even beyond attachment.
Yeah, it is. It's like animals. It's an animal.
Is it?
It's not even animal.
Which animal?
It's demonic, is what it is.
It's that's it. It's just
That's crazy.
as you said. It's
I always think about that because it's just whoa, the whole family.
No, I think it's if it's I don't know how it's called here, but in Italy it's we call them passionate.
Passion, killings for passion.
Yeah, it's
Crimes
just
of passion.
crimes of passion.
Yeah,
it's just you get too angry and something happens, and
Look.
I mean it's still bad, but at least it's more human.
Yeah.
It's just you just snapped completely, but it's completely different.
Yeah, the planning is wild.
And he started buying them 1 week before, but who knows how long he planned it for.
Having the footage, it's literally him buying these fireworks. I mean,
Can you imagine sleeping in the same bed of someone that you're planning to kill?
About to kill, yeah. Well, and I actually got it wrong. She was the first one that he killed because they were sleeping together, and I think that he basically just put the pillow over her head and shot her in the back of the head or something while she was sleeping.
I really have goosebumps, literally, all over my back. It's wow. like the trust, like sometimes we take for given how much you have to trust someone to be sleeping with them, like literally, because that's when we're so vulnerable that shit like that can happen.
Yeah.
Like, what if, I don't know, I'm with someone that is just like
Yeah, you don't
crazy
know.
as fuck, and they're just gonna kill me during the night.
All it bad shit, it's just bad shit. You can't have it.